Well, everybody, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome over 2,000. What's up, David? I'm doing awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this awesome day, awesome time. Today is what? Wednesday, I think, right? Or Thursday. It's almost 4 p.m. here Pacific time in the Long Beach, California area, Los Angeles, Long Beach, California. Welcome back to my channel, talking about how to accomplish your New Year's goals. And talking about a little bit of my own goals. Maybe you have some goals. Maybe you're not into them, resolutions or any of that, because maybe you feel like they're just not worth it or people give up on them. Maybe you have given up on them. So now this has nothing to do with weight gain or weight loss, weight loss. So even though that probably could be a goal for me and others, but I was thinking about the importance of being real with yourself in terms of kind of what are the things you really want. So I want to give you a few questions that I was writing down about this whole idea of goals and what do you want and what do you need and that kind of stuff and how to think about next year. So number one is know what you want. So for me, I guess just to start the party here, what I want is to have a impactful digital presence for Jesus, for the kingdom of God. And the way that I, both digital and of course in real life, and the way that I like to do that is through media, video content, podcasts, as well as music and mentorship, talking about mental health, helping especially young adults, young people in their 20s, early 30s, because, and that's the second one, why is this important to you, or why do you want that? And the reason I want that is because those, even though there was no digital stuff back when I was 20, but that's the time when I needed and received guidance, even though I often didn't know where to go to. And of course I had my parents and my grandmother, but you sometimes have to go beyond that. And so that's when I felt the most, I guess, I dealt with just a need for guidance. And now that my story is long, but by the grace of God, I found this college group that was singing songs to Jesus, and it just connected with me in a powerful way. And so that group really guided me. Church, music, Jesus, education, family, of course, guided me to not destroy my life, but to actually succeed and to accomplish all of my dreams. So that's why that age group is so important, because I feel like the same thing is happening now, that young people need that more than ever. Number three is believe it is possible. I believe it is. I have done it. I have seen it. I believe it's possible. No matter what obstacles or what's going on with this virus or whatever it may be, I believe because I've seen it. I've done it before. And most of all, it's something that is deep within me. So that's important. Number three for you, it's believe it. Number four, decide right now that you must achieve this goal. Yes, I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided for many years that this is my goal. And I haven't always felt like I was accomplishing it. I at times I have. Sometimes I have distracted myself or maybe wanted to accomplish other things. But I keep coming back to the same thing, because it is my story. And there's nothing more beautiful than to really know your story and then to make that your vision or your life's goal. So that's awesome. So decide. Number five, write it down. I've written it down. I've posted it on vision boards on my walls. I have all kinds of stuff here in our room, etc. So writing it down, I write pretty much every day. And then also this podcast and all this stuff is a way for me to write it down. So make sure you write it down as number five. Number six, place your goals where you can see them. So that's, as I said, very important. And I've done it, as I said, through things on the wall, vision boards, writing, podcasting, video. All of these are ways that you can post them per se, or you can have these things be everywhere, or place, as it says here, your goals. So that's number six. Place your goals where you can see them. Number seven is tell others. So I'm telling you. And I've told the world, and I've written it down, and I keep telling myself most of all, and others, because that is a way to be accountable and to also have people join your cause. And I am more behind the scenes kind of guy in terms of my goals. I've learned that about myself, that I like to work quietly behind the scenes through relationships more than through big announcements or that kind of thing. And that's how I've been effective. And so, but I think it's important nonetheless to tell other people so that they can rally behind you. And I'm trying to grow on that myself. So, and this is a way to do that. So make sure that you tell other people. Number 8 is take massive action today. Exactly. So I went through these steps a little bit ago and I got excited again to remember who I am, why I'm here, what I'm doing. And so the same thing for you is take action. Write them down. I remember years ago I had a meeting with 2 friends and I offered them this this ministry idea, this business idea, just really a passion that I have. And ever since then, we've kind of been working on it together. Maybe not in the same way that I thought, but we are still friends. But I told them what my vision was. And it was, there was a risk to it and all that, but I'm glad I did. So tell others. That's number 7. Number 8, take massive action. I guess that's the one I just went through. Number 9, evaluate your results. So if I was to evaluate my results of what I've done to accomplish this dream or this goal, I would say it's been hit and miss. I would say that sometimes, as I said, I get distracted by other things that I also want to do. But because God is so good, I always go back to the same thing. Or let's say, for example, music production. I've been doing that for 5 years or so, working with hip hop artists that love Jesus. But even though at times I think, oh, music production is something I just want to do and focus on, it all comes back to the same thing, working with young people, mentoring them, helping them accomplish their dreams. So even if the tools might change once in a while, I keep coming back to the same thing, which is my story, as I said, is when I see myself in other people, I want to help them. It's like you see yourself in a mirror. When you meet people, how do you know who you're supposed to help? Just look in the mirror. It's going to be someone not that looks physically like you, although that could be and often is, but someone who has had a very similar experience to yours. And so that's why it's important to share your experience, to be clear about your experience to yourself, to others, tell others, and then to realize that that is your goal in life. Now, how the tools, the job, the money, all that stuff that we think about and worry about, that's all secondary. But the main thing is the main thing, as that amazing book by Stephen Covey said, keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is, who are you? And that's the kind of person you're going to want to touch and reach, is someone that reminds you of you, because it's kind of like selfish love. We're selfish because we like ourselves, most of us. And then when we see someone that reminds us of us, then we want to help them. So that's a quick way to know. And then number 10, so I guess evaluate your results. So evaluating, I don't know. I would say that I am getting closer and closer every day. I think that every year, every 5 years, every 3 years, I can say that I have been true to my goals. Every year I can say the last, let's just say 10 years, that I have mentored young people, no doubt about it. The tools, as I said, maybe have been at times kind of here and there, but God keeps bringing me back to the essence. So I would evaluate myself as a, I don't know, a B plus maybe. And then 10, change your approach. Yes, so I think that's very important, is to not do the same thing. So sometimes these live streams, I put them on these platforms, but the places where people are, young people, the people that I want to reach, are mostly on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok. And so to put this maybe even on YouTube, much less Facebook, is kind of a waste of time sometimes, because young people in that age group are mostly, like I said, on TikTok and Instagram and Twitch, if they're gamers or that kind of thing. But it doesn't change the fact of what I want to do. I want to help young people find hope in Jesus Christ. And not only faith-wise, but also purpose, to accomplish the things that I've accomplished and more. So if they want to have a beautiful marriage or a great body, or they want to have happiness in their relationship, whatever their goals are, school or art or music or artistic things, education, school, master's degrees, whatever it is, things that I've accomplished and more, then to encourage them and to guide them and give them tools, because I love tools and I love to share those tools, and also to learn from them, because especially I think these days, because of online stuff and so many tools, I learn from them more than ever, more than usual, because young people, millennials, Gen Z, they just have so much to share. So, and then two bonus tips: role modeling and upgrade your peer group. I like that role modeling. So that's something that I'm doing here online, and I want to do more of that to have podcasts with young people. I've done that, so you can check them out on my YouTube page, Instagram too. And I'm hoping to do that more here in 2022. I have a goal. I'm working with a few opportunities that I'm praying and working hard behind the scenes to work with young people in their 20s and 30s in the areas of music, media, and mental health. Those are the three things, the three M's that I love. That I love because it's my story, it's who I am, and I also see that that's something that young people are into these days. Music, of course, artistic stuff, media, I mean, of course, content creation, and then mental health, which is the part of my life that I've always struggled with and talked about and found healing. And it's an up and down journey, and I'm very honest and upfront about it. And young people today, of course, are very open. And I have been through therapy and medication and tons of prayer meetings and churches and worship and sermons and verses, and as well as health and working out and eating healthy and running and doctors and all the rest. And I've learned a lot. And so those are the things I want to sing about, teach about, create content around, and to role model. And then it says here, upgrade your peer group. I think that's something that I could improve on. I've tried, even just in the last few months, to partner with other young people that have that passion, and I'm hoping that that'll happen, but I still don't have. I tried, as I said, a few years ago to partner, but I don't think they had the same vision that I had. I think they had different different kinds of goals. But I have someone in mind right now that I've been talking to, and so we'll see if it happens for us. I think that her and I could. She is a young adult, and I think that her influence would be, of course, much greater than mine. But then I could be a mentor, and I could speak from my own experience and from the wisdom that I have. So I'm also a certified mental health coach, so I have some of that experience as well in training, as well as being a computer engineer and a seminary person, whatever you call that, and a pastor from seminary, studied in seminaries. And so my point is that from that experience, I am hoping that, back to this point of upgrade your peer group, that I can find peers that have similar, they're not going to have the exact same three values of music, media, and mental health, but close enough so that we can really scale and maximize this thing and really make this pop. I mean, my goal is to reach thousands and thousands of young people. And sometimes our parents really are the ones that need it the most. And that's why Facebook is a good place, because the parents of these millennials or Gen Zs are, of course, interested in finding help for their kids. And so that's why Facebook is a platform that I'm still on, where I restream this program to, because of the same thing. So, but if you know someone who would like to be a part of this, then please give me a holler or whatever. I don't know what that was. Earthquake, I guess. But so, and yeah, I'm always interested in finding partners in all these three areas. You don't have to have all three. We all have different passions, but I am looking to touch the lives of thousands of people, of young people, young adults, and for Jesus in a faith-based, Jesus-centered environment through music, media, digital content, mental health classes. I envision seminars and rallies and churches that are built around this, and just to be a voice that, especially as Latino people of faith and males, but of course females as well, but to not be shy. Or, I mean, I think that especially our white brothers and sisters that are millennials, they're talking about this all the time on podcasts and YouTube and TikTok, but you don't have a lot of people of faith that are people of color, let's say Latinos or Asian or African Americans, talking about this at scale. There might be a few here and there, but there isn't a movement, especially in the church. There isn't one at all. The last time there was a movement in any of this was Celebrate Recovery, which happened like 30 years ago. It's the last time that any non-traditional movement came from the church. I want to be a part of, and if not the instigator, a part of a movement in the church that deals with music, media, mental health among millennials. And so that's my goal, is to build conferences and to create programs online, podcasts, videos, digital courses, rallies, music. And we're doing it already through all the stuff that you've seen us do. So that's exciting. And so I am encouraging you through this podcast to do similar stuff. What are your goals? And maybe to use these 10 steps that I mentioned so that you can accomplish your own goals. So again, to summarize, how to accomplish any goal in 2022. And if you want these, I can just send me an email at trig@davidtrigg.com or follow me on Instagram at davidtriggla. Here, I'll post this on the chat here. Follow me on Instagram. It's the best way. And you can just follow me there at David Trigg, and I will then DM you these steps. I have them here on my phone as a little picture here. So again, the 10 steps. 1, know what you want. Know why you want what you want. 3, believe it's possible. Number 4, decide right now that you must achieve this goal. 5 is write it down. 6 is place your goals where you can see them. 7 is tell others. 8 is take massive action now. 9 is evaluate your results. 10, change your approach. And then the 2 bonus tips are role modeling and then upgrade your peer group. So yeah, send me an email, follow me on Instagram. Let me know how you're doing with those and if there's any way that I can help you. If you'd like to support this move of God, go to the link at the bottom of this show, buymeacoffee.com/David Trigg. Put it on the chat here, buymeacoffee.com/David Trigg, and you can support us on a monthly basis with $5, 10 or 20 a month so that this effort of God, music, media, mental health, can continue to help millennials, Gen Z, young adults, in Jesus' name. Thanks so much for being here. Let me know how you are. Leave me a comment below. I'll see you next time.